Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are here for the first time. My name is Jessica and it is the first day of June, which means I am sitting down to film an update for my rolling project pan. In this project, I am constantly working on 10 items in my makeup collection to try and use them up, and with the ultimate goal of reducing my makeup inventory. Unfortunately, I've been sick for the past week, so I haven't been wearing makeup at all. I finally felt well enough to get some makeup on my face today and sit down to film this video for you, which I'm very grateful for. It felt like a very long time, and I'm so happy to be feeling better. This may have affected my numbers a little bit since I lost a whole week of wearing makeup, but we still have some great updates to share with you today. I'm so excited to say that I'm rolling out a couple items. I have a few little pans that are finished, and we'll get to roll in some new items, of course, as well. So let's go ahead and get started and update you on all of these 10 items. The first item is the foundation I've been working on in this project. That is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the shade 204 Natural Buff. And we are so close to finishing this one up. I was hoping to finish it up in the last month, and we didn't quite get there, but we are quite close. So close, I can taste it. I've never actually tasted foundation, but I can taste the end of this foundation. Last month, this was weighing 21.7 grams, and this month we are at 13.27 grams. So I've used 8.43 grams in this last month, which is a huge amount of foundation. I've been using a sponge with this foundation. I really like how it applies with a sponge, and I think that's why I've used a little bit more of this foundation than I do of maybe another foundation that I apply with a brush. But we are so close to the end. I have been following, I think her name is It's Just Steph, another fellow panner on YouTube. I'll link her in the cards up above. And she also just completed this foundation, and hers was weighing at about 11 something grams when she finished it. So at 13.27 grams, I'm only just about 2 grams away from finishing this product. I do intend on cutting this open and digging into whatever remaining products in there, but you can see I have like a little window in there now. You can start to see where the foundation is completely gone, and you can see through the packaging, which is very exciting. I'm getting to the point where I basically can't squeeze it anymore. Very empty, but there is just a little bit of product still hiding down at the bottom there and on the side. So when I can't squeeze any more out of the bottom, I do intend on cutting this open, getting that last little bit out, and I look forward to sharing this with you next month as an empty. The next item is my e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. Been working on this palette for, gosh, it's been like 7 or 8 months now. It's been a while, and we have kind of slowed down a little bit on this item, but still making a little bit of progress here and there. And I still have the goal of using this entire palette up before I roll it out of this project. Here's what it's been looking like over the past several months. Been slowly using up pan after pan. I used the first contour shade, the second contour shade, and now we are left with this deep contour remaining. And it's actually not quite as deep as it may look in the pan. I have it on today as my contour. Hopefully it doesn't look terrible, but it does blend out quite nicely. It's quite sheer when you blend it out, so I can get away with wearing the deeper color, especially in these warmer months when I'm starting to get a little bit more of a tan on my body. Last month, this product was weighing 84 grams, and this month it is at 83.23 grams. So I've used 0.77 grams of product. So you might not see a huge difference, but there is almost a whole gram of product that I have used, which is very encouraging to know that we are still making progress, even though it's not the most obvious progress. Here's what it's looking like this month. Hopefully you'll be able to see that the pans are slightly larger in these 2 remaining products. This highlight, I definitely could use a little bit more religiously. It functions pretty well under the eye if I blend it out very carefully. And this is gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while to get through the remaining product in there, but I'm gonna keep with it. I look forward to having an empty, it's broken. I look forward to having an empty product very soon. It'll be very satisfying to share with all of you. I'm gonna continue to work on this until we get there. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not a quitter. You know that about me, hopefully by now, if you're following me. The next product we just rolled in last month. It was the bronzer that I rolled in after finally finishing my Benefit Hula bronzer after a whole year of working on it. Last month I rolled in this bronzer from Pure. It's the bronzing powder in the shade Mineral Glow. And my goal for this item was to hit pan on it. However, that happened a lot more quickly than I thought. So this is what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 42.65 grams. And this month it's weighing 40.95 grams. So I've used 1.7 grams. And here she is today. It's got a nice little pan on there. And this pan is actually quite shallow. You can see the like waffle or the ridge marks on the rest of the pan where the pan is not exposed. And it's just a lot more shallow than I anticipated it to be. And also this item I wouldn't say is the most pigmented, so I can build it up quite a bit. And it's also quite powdery, so a lot of product comes up when you dip your brush into this. A little bit of kick up for sure. But I'm actually really enjoying this bronzer. It's like a shimmery formula, which I really enjoy, especially in the warmer months. I'm gonna keep working on it. My goal was to hit pan. That happened really fast, within less than a month. And so I'm just gonna keep working on this throughout the summer, all of June, July, August, maybe even into September, as I have my summer glow and see just how far I can get on it. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna use up this entire thing, but it'll be interesting to see just how much progress I am able to make on this during those months. And this does have broken packaging, which is annoying. So I might repress this into my Charlotte Tilbury packaging eventually. We'll see. I just don't really like repressing things if I don't have to. And I do enjoy watching this pan expand. Although I think if I repress this, I'd probably hit pan on it again pretty quickly. But for now, we're gonna keep it in there. And if I do repress, I'll make sure to take pictures and document that whole process for all of you, because I really enjoy seeing that. I definitely don't wanna deprive you of that joy. So there you have it, 1.7 grams of product in a month is a lot for a bronzer, and I'm excited to expand this pan as we move through the summer. Next, we have the liquid highlighter I'm working on, the Temptu Liquid Glow. And this is gonna be kind of a long haul product, I think. I mean, we'll see what I'm able to do with it as we reach into these summer months and I'm showing more skin and using this on larger parts of my body. For now, I've mostly just used this on my décolleté a few times here and there, and I also use it on my face when I remember to, not every day. Last month this was weighing 33.67 grams, and this month it is 30.46 grams. So I have used 3.21 grams, which is pretty good for a liquid highlighter for me. And I did use enough where I was able to make a new mark. So there's where it was last month, and here's where it is this month, which is awesome. I'm happy that I have a substantial difference to share with you today. This item is intended for a airbrush machine, I believe, but I don't have one of those. I don't know anyone who does. So I basically use this on my body and on my face when I remember to, which is not often. I don't really like wearing liquid highlighters. Typically, I'm more of a powder product kind of person, but I think as we reach these warm months and I'm gonna have a lot of time off as a teacher, I'm really looking forward to a summer break. So hopefully I'll have lots of days in the sun, in shorts and swimsuits and all those fun in the sun type of activities that will be fun to have a little extra glow on my body for. So we're gonna keep working on that, and hopefully next month I have a good update for you. The next product is my Becca Afterglow palette, and I have been loving using this item in this project. It's an item that I've loved in my collection for many years, and it's so fun to see some good progress being made on it. I had a goal last month, I don't know if I shared this with all of you, but my own official goal was to use up at least one of the highlighters, and I was hoping to finish up one of the blushes as well. And we partially reached that goal. So here's what it's been looking like over the past several months. I have hit pan on that blush. I have expanded pan on those two highlighters. And I've even gotten a little bit more use on that middle shade Topaz, which is probably the trickiest shade for me in this palette. Last month, this was weighing 72.15 grams, and this month it's at 71.65 grams, so I've used 0.5 grams of product. It's pretty standard for me in a month of use for this item. Here's what it's looking like this month. And you'll see I did completely use up that highlighter in the shade Moonstone. It is so fun to see an empty pan in there. I was really hoping to get this one used up as well, rose gold, but you can see there's still a little bit hanging on in there, just a little bit around the edges and on the side here. I'm sure that will be pretty quick work to finish up in the next month. I've been working on topaz here and there. I kind of use it as a bronzer topper, and hopefully you might be able to see a little bit more of a dip in that one. And I'm really trying to finish up a Flower Child. There's still a little bit of product on the side there, and it's kind of being a little stubborn for now, but I'm hopeful that I'll be able to use that up in the month of June. And Wild Honey, I mean, these two will be what I'm moving my focus onto once I finish the highlighter and blush. But for now, I'm super happy with the progress on this. It's so satisfying to have that empty pan in there, and it looks like I'll have 2 empty pans right behind it, hopefully in the next update. And in the meantime, like I said, really enjoying using this item. It's been one of my favorite items in my collection for a few years now, and I'll be sad to see it go, but I will feel so satisfied when this is all used up. It's gonna be a while, especially with those other shades, but hopefully you're able to see a little bit of a difference in Wild Honey, that other blush there, and you should be able to see a little bit of a difference in Topaz as well, maybe in the up closes. So look for those there if you didn't see them here. We're gonna keep working on that one, and it's super fun to track. Next, we have the eyebrow product that I've been working on. This is the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream in the shade, I guess it's in Tantalizing Taupe. So I've been working on this religiously for, I believe I brought this in January, I want to say. So it's been 6 months, and we're making steady progress on this. I do have it in my brows today. I have revived this quite a few times with Duraline, and that is working well to keep this thing nice and creamy for my brows. Last month, this was weighing 9.2 grams, and this month it's at 9.07 grams. So I've used 0.13 grams in the past month. I'll try and show you the pot, but it's really, really hard to see. It's just like a deep hole of an abyss of a product. I am feeling like it is starting to get lower. At least it feels lower than I remember. It's right about there. It's right about there in the pot. So we're getting there. It is making some progress, and that feels good. It can be easy to get discouraged on products like this, but just knowing that the weight is gradually going further and further down, and I'm starting to notice that pot getting a little bit further down as well. So that encourages me to keep trucking along, keep using this item, and you know, it's a brow product. Like, not a lot of thought goes into it. So I'm fine with using this for at least the foreseeable future and see if we can get it used up. I don't know, we'll see. I doubt it, but for now, we're gonna keep trucking along. The next item I was working on was an eyeliner. This is from Bare Minerals in their Lasting Line formula. I don't know if they have this formula anymore. I couldn't find it on their website, but here it is all the same. Last month, I was so close to having this used up. It was weighing 3.7 grams last month, and this month it's 3.65 grams. So I used 0.05 grams, and that was the remainder of the product. It is gone. I have this all the way rolled up. It was getting to be really difficult to roll down, so it was a very precarious operation rolling this up and down. But I was able to get that last little bit of nub used. It got to the point where when I was using it on my eyes, that little nub that had already broken was just not enough to stay in the tube with the tension of me using it on my eye. So it kind of popped out and fell on the ground. It was just like a little tiny thing, and that was it. That was the end of that. So we've used it up, and it was very creamy. It really went quite fast, which was surprising, but I'm super glad to have used up an entire eyeliner. I've kind of fallen back in love with pencil eyeliners. There's something I've kind of fallen by the wayside in the last few years of my makeup use, and it was just fun to remind myself, you know, that this is a product that I enjoy using, especially on days when I don't feel like taking the time to do like a precise wing or something. It does go quite a bit quicker for my makeup in the morning. I did draw a line on this on my little book. So here's where it was when I rolled it in. Here's where it was last month. And then there it is this month. It's at the bottom. It's at the end. I used the whole thing. So that's very exciting. We're going to roll this one out. I get to throw this in the empties. And that's one less item in my makeup inventory. The next item is the lip liner that I've been working on, and I'm gonna try and show this thing to you. Look how tiny it is. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade Peekaboo Neutral, and it's been a great shade to use. Last month it was weighing 1.77 grams, and this month it's 1.24 grams. So I used 0.53 grams of product. And today, actually, when I went to apply this, this is what happened. This is what happened when I tried to sharpen it. It was hollow. I've never had this happen with the lip liner before. I didn't realize, I thought the product would go all the way to the bottom. I guess not. But as you can see, I cannot use this product anymore. We can call this item empty. I'll show you where it was on my tracker last month. So yeah, here's where it was when I rolled it in back in March. I've been using it pretty steadily, basically as a daily lip color. And this is how much I was able to use in the past month. And it's gone. We get to roll it out. Another item I can remove from my makeup inventory, which feels great. We can just throw that one in the empties and get to roll in a new lip liner. So I'll let you know what that is in just a few minutes. The next item I've been working on is a lipstick. This is from Wet n Wild. This is their lipstick in the shade In the Flesh, or number 912C. And I really, really enjoy this shade. This is what is on my lips today, along with that lip liner, but this is covering it mostly. I really do enjoy this lip color. However, it's kind of a messy formula. It kind of travels around my mouth. It gets onto my teeth very easily, which is a little annoying sometimes. So I have to be really careful when I wear this. After I finish a cream blush that I'm working on in my deck of panning project, I'm gonna try and use this as a cream blush on a semi-regular basis to get more use on it. Last month it was weighing 15.42 grams, and this month it is at 15.18 grams. So I've used 0.24 grams of this lipstick, and I haven't been using it on an as daily basis as I would like to because of the problems I have with the formula, but I do love this color. There it is for you. I think it's a really pretty, just like everyday neutral nude for me, and I really enjoy it. I'll show you where it is on my book as well. So here's where the item was last month in May, and here it is this month. So I've used about the same amount, I think, that I used in that first month of having it in the project, and there's the end of it. So I think I have probably at least maybe 3 more months of using this lipstick, maybe 2 if I use it more as that cream blush as I intend to. So yeah, there it is. And I'm excited to just keep working on that one. It'll be a slow and steady item to keep working on, but we will make some progress on it, I have no doubt, in the next month. So that one's gonna stay in, of course. And the last item I have been working on is my lip gloss. This is the GrandeLips Hydrating Lip Plumper. I don't know if it has a shade, but it's just like a very nude gloss that I can wear on a daily basis. There it is, and it is on my lips today as well. It looks pretty much good on any lip color that I decide to top it on, especially a nude lip color. And we do have some exciting progress in this. All of the item is in the tube, so I haven't been able to show you any progress. However, in this past month, we have started to see the end of the product. That right there is the end of the little pusher, and we can actually start to track a little bit more the progress. I don't think I'm going to be able to use this up in the next month, but I will be able to show you the difference, and that's exciting because I haven't been able to do that before. Last month it was weighing 16.45 grams, and this month it is at 15.97 grams. So I've used 0.48 grams of product, which is pretty standard for this item each month. I don't know how much more of this it's going to take, because the product does go like up into the applicator and then all the way up the tube. It'll be interesting to see how long it takes for this thing to move up all the way up to where it's empty. It'll be fun to share with you how much difference we'll be able to see next month. But I do think the end of this one is in sight, and that's exciting. Okay, so we finished up 2 items, the lip liner and the eyeliner, and that means we get to roll 2 more things in. So let me tell you what those things are. I am always gonna be working on a lip liner because I have so many in my collection, and I decided to roll in this lip liner from Wet n Wild. This is their gel lip liner formula in the shade Never Petal Down. And this is a really pretty kind of like brighter pink color. And I thought this would be good for these warm summer months. I'll be able to get away with a nice bright pink like that. And this is a very creamy formula indeed. So I think this one will go pretty quickly, and I don't intend this taking more than 2, maybe 3 months to use up. Who knows, maybe less, we shall see. But I think that this will be a fun color to wear for these warm months. This weighing 5.93 grams as we roll it in. And let's see how long it takes me to use this one up. I'm excited to just get through another lip liner and have one less in my makeup collection. And the last item that we are rolling in is one that has been quite neglected in my collection for some time. It's kind of gonna be a challenge for me, but wish me luck. I didn't want to roll in another liner right away. I just don't really have that many in my collection, and I wanted to bring in something that would be a little bit of a challenge that I don't really use otherwise. So I decided to roll in a eyeshadow stick. This is from Laura Mercier. It is their Caviar Stick, and it's in the shade Rose Gold. And this was a Sephora birthday gift item a couple years ago, I do believe. And so yeah, it's just like a really, you know, shimmery eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow. And I thought this would be really good to use on even like my face or my inner corner, or days where I just want to slap something on my eyelids that isn't eyeshadow. I don't know when those days are going to be, but who knows. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to try and use this up. So there it is. Yep, it's a really pretty, just neutral, shimmery shade. And I hope that I will be able to get some good use on that. That is it all the way rolled up. I did make a mark on it, but there's nothing to compare it to now. So we'll see. This one's going to be interesting. I haven't really put a lot of effort into using a product like this in years and years, and there's not even, I've had this for years, and look how much of that's all the way rolled down. I haven't even used much of the product at all in the years that I've had it. So that's kind of why I wanted to bring it in. I wanted to make sure that I'm getting use on these stick eyeshadows. I have a few in my collection that I never reach for, so we'll see how that one goes. Today it's weighing 7.14 grams. So that is my update for my rolling project pan. I really hope you enjoyed it. I have a few goals for the next month. I hope to finish this foundation before the next update. I don't think that will be hard to do. I have about 2 grams left, and I think maybe a week and a half. It'll be interesting to see if I'm able to finish that one up. And then I have a few goals for my Becca Afterglow palette. I definitely think I will be finished up with this highlighter. And if I can finish up the rest of that blush right there, that would also be really good. And then I can focus on the rest of those shades later. So those are my only goals, and we'll just keep trucking along with all the other items in my project. If you enjoyed this update, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've panned any of these items or how it went for you. I'm just so grateful that you are here watching this video today and a little part of my YouTube community. So I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you in my next update. Bye.